Yeah. So another demo, another day, another demo, another stream, another demo, another everything. This is another thing from the Steam Next Fest I found. It's called Mushroom Musume. You raise a mushroom into a fine young woman. And you affect choices that she does, I guess. We'll see how this goes. If it's done way too quick, I guess we can go play something like Capcom Fighting Collection. Yeah. So without further ado, let's ado. All right. This time we actually did set things up, so everything should be fine. Volume should be good, so let's just go. Once upon a time, there was a humble recluse. Though they had no need for society, they did often find themselves home to a loneliness that they could never quite shake. In the morning, the sun would rise. At night, it would set. The recluse would observe this splendor, knowing that the sight would be made all the more beautiful by having someone to share it with. It wasn't that they desired a relationship. Perhaps it was a flame that had burned them one too many times, or perhaps they were simply disinterested. No, a child, that's what they wanted. Someone to take care of, to teach. Unfortunately, it was a longing that could not be found, not in these woods alone. However, we are never quite as alone as we think, are we? One day, a witch appeared, as if drawn by the intensity of the recluse's desire. Spooky month, witch is powered +10. The lumber that the recluse had spent the morning gathering slipped through their hands as they spotted her, the witch of the woods. She began to speak. You would desire a child, yes? For some, those are quite easy to come by, but not you, it would seem. Let us make a deal, then. If you do 3 simple chores for me, I will present you with a daughter of your very own. The recluse, caught up in the moment of naivety, quickly agreed. The witch, knowing that the recluse was destined to accept, simply nodded and began to deliver the first of these so-called chores without hesitation. There have been some activities I've been meaning to get to. Perhaps you could make yourself useful and cross one of them off the list for me. Not realizing that they were simply saving the witch some time, the recluse determined which task they were most suited for. Test a selection of elixirs for quality, neutralize her most dangerously volatile regents, or prepare the witch a comforting meal. I mean, this is the safest. This is what I would choose. You know, I do like to cook sometimes, so yeah, let's prepare the witch a meal. Cooking was a simple affair, much kinder seeming than the rest. It was an easy decision for the recluse. What did witches like to eat? The recluse pondered this question, fearing that one could not go wrong with a simple meal of eggs and bacon. Arriving back to their meeting point, the recluse was excited to report their progress to the witch. Ah, very good. How kind of you. After quickly wiping themselves down, the recluse returned to their hut for the remainder of the night. Okay, task 1 done. The second day. Dawn of the second day. The recluse slept more soundly that night than they had in ages. Having a purpose again soothed them, even if they had found themselves caught up with the witch. They elected not to think about that, though. Instead, when the morning came, they simply did what they had to do, which is to say, they got up and went to meet the witch. Upon watching the recluse's approach, a sardonic smile lit the witch's face. You completed your first task admirably. 2 more, and I can finally give you what you want. She paused only for a moment before delivering her next message of import. Your child will come into the world with little to her name. Let us even the scales. Bring me an heirloom, something she will forever value. The recluse thought on it briefly, searching through their home for the object that had pictured. An heirloom from your previous daughter, blackened with age, a glimmering music box, a dark weathered tome. I feel like this one's a bit tragic. A music box is nice, or a tome. I mean, are we really just gonna, the first gift we're gonna give this kid a book? What are we, lame? And this is a bit sad. This is a bit tragic. So we'll go with the music. You know, yeah. Let's liven up the scene with some music. A soft, beautiful tune played from the jeweled box. It had created to bring joy and beauty to all around it, which he found admirable in theory. The recluse hoped that their daughter could have that privilege, to think that she could focus on soft things like music and avoid the dark, painful things in life. Bringing their prize back to the witch, she simply gave a smile. How perfect! After their brief detour to meet the witch, the recluse resumed their normal day-to-day schedule. The third day, it would be the final day in Majora, but definitely not here. We still gotta get the mushroom daughter. With 2 assignments complete, the recluse could feel their excitement grow. If this witch was being honest, and for some reason they felt that she was, then that meant this could be the last night they spent without a child. They hoped so, at least. That was all they could do. Barely remembering to get dressed, the recluse dashed to the meeting spot. Again, the witch had been waiting there for them. Welcome back, recluse. Are you prepared? Today's your big day, is it not? The last task is an easy one, or at least I believe so. Bring me something colorful, something bright, something that you think will suit her. When they were first told of the 3 tasks, the recluse had imagined things that were much more difficult. This seemed so easy as to be a trick, which they supposed only meant that they should take it seriously, as if a mistake could mean death. With death in mind, the recluse needed to decide where to search for color. A field of flowers, a stony river. This is too traditional. We're gonna get a gemstone, brother. Though underwater wasn't the first place most people thought of for color, the recluse understood there were many shades that people failed to consider. They arrived at a nearby river, glancing into glassy water, to spy a variety of small shining stones. Obsidian dark glassy ghosts of ancient fires, garnet, lost maroon heralds of bygone storms, slate, a simple yet sturdy gray stone, jasper, nature's deep brown canvas, or turquoise, prize symbol of luck and fortune. Well, I do like, we'll go with turquoise, you know? It's the color of Miku's hair. So, yeah, Miku hair. Maybe we'll get a Miku mushroom daughter. Turquoise. The vivid hue of a chunk of turquoise caught the recluse's eye, beckoning their hand. The stone presented itself like the sky, like the waters, like a purity rarely seen. Stone in hand, they returned to the witch, captivated by nature's beauty. The recluse, well, huh. Okay. The recluse returned to the witch's hut, colored item in hand. She silently took the object, nodding her head to the recluse in recognition. The recluse stood there for a moment, unsure, before finally the witch realized what they expected. Oh ho ho! You want your promised daughter, don't you? Her voice was almost mocking, but at least it was not overly cruel. I suppose I must tell you that I lied, human. I do require several more trifling things from you. First is the matter of payment. The recluse should have known that everything is for a cost. Pay me now with wealth. Pay me now with life. Pay me time soon in larger quantities. Pay me at later date in the way I choose. Well, I'm a recluse, so I don't think I have that much wealth. We don't really want to kill. This is a very interesting choice here, isn't it? I'm gonna go with later and you decide. I don't know if I'll have money by that point, so at the very least I can be like, okay, what do you want from me? Just, yeah, you decide. The recluse told the witch that they couldn't repay her, not any time soon. That is fine, of course. I will collect payment eventually. With the payment settled, the witch simply smiled and handed the recluse a small pot. Humans are tricky, but mushrooms are much more resilient. Consider this an upgrade. Don't worry, eventually she will develop a mind. Simply give her time, as much as she needs. Soon your wish will be in full bloom. I suppose with all that settled, though, there's one last thing for you to consider. A young girl needs a proper name. The recluse thought on the witch's demand before offering the final thing they had to give. Hatsune Oh. Only so much spaces, huh? Okay. Hold on, let me just look up something. I think I've got a good idea for this. Also, I should actually open something. I didn't have it open. I should open the chat. But just a sec. Yeah. We'll go Kinoko, as in the mushroom girl from Kyanta 2. Yeah. Hold on, just pulling up the stream on my iPad so we can have chat open as well, even though I know there's no one here. That is true, that is unfortunate, but so be it, whatever. We're doing this for me. And maybe it'll eventually turn into something, but yeah, okay. We're good now, let's go Kinoko. Then she walked away, only fate knowing if the two should ever meet again. Which fate, like Zero or Grand Order? Whatever. Chapter 2, Cultivation. Though the recluse was unsure of the specifics, they did realize that it was important to heed her instructions. Care for the pot and the dirt, and everything that lay within. So the recluse geared up, and as any parent should, and assessed. So the recluse geared up, as any parent should, and assessed things that they needed to raise the child. Finances, in case the nearby village had goods or services that they could not provide. Nutrients for the child, to help it grow strong. They would need plenty, as it would be depleted on a daily basis. And finally, the recluse's own stamina could not be ignored. One cannot burn the candle from both ends indefinitely. Thus began the longest growing season of the recluse's life. Okay, so we have all these stats. A flock of hungry birds have been harassing both your crops and your daughter recently. In fact, they've been quite the nuisance. Ignore the birds. Fetch your bow and hunt the birds, or purchase some poison and forcibly evict the soulless sky rats. Well, if we hunt the birds, we'll get nutrients. We will take away some stamina, though. That's for sure. But I think this is it's free food. Free food. Let's go. You retrieve your bow and lucky to leave with not one, but 2 birds from the flock. They shouldn't show up again for a while. You and your daughter may rest. Nothing more could be done to the birds. The matter was laid to rest. Recently, you've begun to think about your daughter's living quarters, specifically her pot. You have a few ideas on how to improve it, but only you have so much time. Which do you think you should move forward with? Ensure that our soil remains ever damp? Buy some fancy substrate from town? Infuse the soil with a drop of your own blood? Decorate the pot? Or use your cooking scraps as compost? Well, I don't think our own blood is a correct choice here. I think that might lead to some bad things. I wonder how much this would cost. You know what? Fuck it. First buy, we need to treat our daughter right. So let's do it. The last time you were in town, you noticed a new sign posted above the botanist's shop, and it had been advertising some expensive foreign soil. Perhaps your daughter would like a touch of culture. You know you have little to offer her yourself. To purchase it, you have to interact with a snooty cashier, but thankfully the interaction is brief. As you repot your daughter with new soil, you like to imagine that this is her version of a vacation. Her quality of life has been improved. Life continued. Huh? Something's happening. Oh, she's got a face. Your daughter has changed in the night. You awaken one morning to the sound of something moving about your home. Your daughter has grown a pair of sturdy legs. The creature walks about easily, using her new strength to push and rummage through your belongings. Her demeanor seems cute and helpful, often following you as you go about your daily tasks. Encourage her cooperation, spend the time nurturing her environment, motivate her to do something safer. No, we gotta, encourage her, you know? We are a supportive parent, yeah. Your daughter's development is going better than expected, and you want to promote her helpful nature. You take extra time on your chores, explaining the steps and giving her the opportunity to try new things. She doesn't actually help much, and you aren't sure if she actually understands you, but she clearly enjoys the experience. The decision being made, life continued. One evening, you hear a light knocking at your door. Quite a rare occurrence. Peeking through the window, you witness none other than the Witch of the Woods standing on the doorstep at your humble hut. Could you be here for a visit, or to settle the debt? No, you helped me find a daughter, so here she is. Perhaps it was time for your daughter to meet the witch. She could maybe even learn a thing or two. The two of you answer the door and invite the gloomy woman inside for dry and an awkward small talk. Something about the way the two absently stare at each other. You wonder if they've made some sort of connection today. The decision being made, life continued. The day has gotten away from you already. The sun's gentle descent is being swallowed behind the forest's reach. You're unable to finish everything you set out for today, and you only have time for one more chore. Finish a favor the village's leader asked you to do. Grab a lead and take your daughter for a walk. Purchase new construction materials for your hut. You've already worked hard enough, retire to the tavern, or barter for some fine substrates. So I'm going to do a favor because I think I might get money for this. Doing favors for the leader is comfortable to you. It allows you flexibility while giving you some funds. Today's no different than usual. You herd some cats for the leader, and in exchange they pay you. How novel. Your task behind you, your daughter returns home. Each do a nice bath and simple dinner. Oh, something's happening again. Let's see what she turns into. Oh, I didn't quite catch that. Your daughter is changed in the night. Okay, she's got like a hair kind of thing. One morning, you notice your daughter is nowhere to be seen. After searching, you find a massive clump of mushrooms resembling your daughter's protruding in a small clearing. Brushing away the freshly turned soil around, you can see the top of your daughter's head having seemingly undergone transformation. She twitches in response to your probing and shifts until the earth again covers her head. Wait for her, buy a nice gift, dig her out. I'm gonna wait, you know. I know we have the money, but I think we're gonna let it play out. Your daughter seems intent on being underground, so you won't disturb her. After waiting for an hour, you decide to let her be and go about your daily tasks, occasionally returning to check on her. Later in the day, you return to find her sitting in the clearing. The creature had now taken form of a young girl. The decision being made, life continued. One evening, you discover many footprints outside your home, three-toed and webbed. Some strange creatures have been poking around. You have heard the rivers of these woods are home to nefarious turtle-like creatures that capture human children only to bring them home and drown them. Your child isn't human, but you can feel the leer of envious eyes from the tree line. They know a precious daughter when they see one. By the looks of the tracks, these ones are quite young. Perhaps you can do something to frighten them away from your home. Keep your daughter inside on the evenings. Hunt one of them. Our stamina is low, though. Purchase some magic ward. Deal with the issue decisively. Oh. Stand guard until they stop. Damn it. And I didn't save. God dang it. Grabbing your bow and hatchet, you charge off into the woods. You find they are deceptively quick for turtle men, but panic easily. You single one out and dispatch the slippery green thing as it stumbles through unfamiliar bramble. Frantic rustling and dismayed hollering can be heard from the trees as they drag it home. So our stamina is fucked. By accident. A massive brightly colored shell adorns the post by your cabin now, and the creature provides you and your daughter both a hearty meal. The decision being made, life continued. You haven't been taking very good care of yourself, and you find yourself so worn out that even leaving the house is a challenge. If you continue on without regard for your own stamina, you might as well very well die. Let's sleep, yeah. You'll be no use to your daughter in state, so you decide to spend the day resting. Sitting in bed, you think about your daughter and all the tasks you'll get done tomorrow. The decision being made, life continued. Okay. An end? One night you find yourself struggling to sleep. Your mind wanders as you consider your current place in life. You lived peacefully with your daughter for many moons. Initially it was strange. Well, it never stopped being strange, but you were always thankful for the company. Besides the affection you felt for her was like any parent would feel towards their child, that was normal at least. Your thoughts turned to the concept of time, particularly how you were once alone, and how you were once afraid you will be again someday. Your daughter had more and more curiosities about the outside world. It's only a matter of time before she wants to strike her own path. You hope you will be fulfilled now. You hope you've done enough. Ultimately, you find comfort in what you've done. You may have had many failures in your life, but there's one thing you know you can die proud of. A new beginning. Telling the recluse that you wanted to see more of the world wasn't an easy conversation. Oh, are we down the mushroom? As you grew older, you worried about leaving them on their own. Thankfully, their concerns were unwarranted. They were happy that you had grown enough to want to move out. They even offered to help you build your own home, close to theirs. You were welcome to visit any time, obviously, faster than you would have anticipated. The two of you had built a home together. They showed you all the tricks they knew and made sure to impart as much knowledge as they possibly could. Finally, they arrived. You were officially on your own. You were scared a little, but also excited. It felt like a new chapter was just beginning for you. Chapter 3, A Girl on Her Own. Kinoko. Oh, look at her. She's so cute. Common turquoise oyster. Interesting. We're an oyster mushroom. Sick. We're just going to do this. Yeah. While foraging one day, you discover... Hold up. Let me just check something. Okay. We're good. While foraging one day, you discover a dilapidated outhouse in the middle of the forest. You wonder what's going on out there. After all, the surrounding area is all land that has clearly been abandoned for some time. Wow, we have a lot more stats now. Inspect the facility. Use the facility. I think it's better to look to inspect because I don't think we should be randomly touching buttons we don't know anything about. Wait a minute. An outhouse? That means fertilizer. You burst into the outhouse without so much as a knock, and to your delight find a bowl of wonderful fertilizer. We're eating shit! Eat shit! Eat shit! Eat shit! It's like those monkeys with the coffee beans, right? Well, it's not like you're going to just ignore prime fertilizer there, especially not when there's a handy burlap pouch just right next to the seat. When you leave the outhouse, you do so with your head held high. What are you going to do with the fertilizer? Who knows? But it's always handy to keep around, right? As you go to the local bakery, you find a set of eyes staring at you. Oh, let me just check info. Okay. He's wearing a beret and a chef's apron, and making you feel uneasy. Run back home as quickly as you can. Tell the man off. You're not for eating, after all. Hey buddy, fuck you. Youngly... Oh, it's got dice mechanics? I didn't know that. Youngly turn on your heel and yell at him. I am a mushroom, you know. Or wait, I'm a person. Unable to successfully form a defense, the man seems emboldened. He approaches you with a sinister grin. You pass out. Several hours later, you woke up a few pounds lighter. While wandering the woods near your home, you suddenly hear something rustling in the foliage ahead of you. Before you can react, a large boar bursts from the brush and locks eyes with you. You sense an intense, flaming aura of determination emanate from this wild hog. You're sure you came prepared for this. Run for your life. It's just a pig, right? Face it head on. Preoccupy him with a sample. Increased by a good soak or milk. This stat indicates how wet and slimy her body is. This stat is associated with how generally healthy she is. And it calls to be optimism. This stat is associated with her physical strength. This stat is tied to her mushroom type and ability to perform in stressful situations. And, okay, so she's got bad potency. That's quite bad. Okay. This happened again. But we got a pass! You stiffen your stance and ready yourself as the pig charges. A large swine hits you in the stomach, but that was just what you wanted. Grabbing either side of the pig, you use all your strength to lift it out of the ground, twisting it back into a perfect suplex! Yeah! We suplexed the pig! Yeah! Squealing as it struggles to its feet, the beast flees, defeated, and you head home feeling tougher than before. Oh yeah. You feel a crisp breeze. The heat is relenting. Trees are changing in color. Fall has arrived. One evening, you witness a strange occurrence as you approach your home. A pair of humans are huddled in a nearby bush, watching your house intently. Eyes locked on the strange abode, they didn't notice your approach. It appears they're here to spy on you. You in turn find a wooded spot nearby to sit and observe the pair. They don't appear to be armed, but carry large oblong packs and travel gear. How strange. After several minutes of observation, you consider what to do about the humans. Just walk up and greet them, wait for them to leave, get rid of them with a Knight's Royal Bomb. Hey guys, what's up? Pass. Finally deciding that they won't pose a threat, you casually walk towards the hiding spot, calling out in a friendly greeting as you approach. They turn to you, wide-eyed in amazement. It really is here! One yelps. She really speaks! The other chimes in excitedly. They look like academics, field researchers. Still confused, you inquire what it is exactly they want from you, which leaves them at a bit of a loss. To see you, I suppose. We wanted to... The second researcher interrupts. To see the legendary mushroom creature of the witchy woods! The two explain to you that they seek out unexplainable events concerning unknown creatures and simply look into the matter. How curious. We should really be heading out, one says nervously. It is said that the Witch of Woods kills any human who wanders into the woods at night. You wave at them uncertainly, considering the creatures they spoke of, yet undiscovered, unique encounters. It's strangely fascinating. With the usual experience still occupying your thoughts, you retire for the day. Okay. The sun is low in the sky, casting a beautiful warm tint across everything you saw. Today is a particularly beautiful sight. Blossoming fruit trees, and the wind blowing through your grass. Your eyes feel heavy, and suddenly you find yourself falling into a deep sleep. In your dreams, you're sitting on a tree branch. There's a flute playing somewhere. Then suddenly, the flute is next to you. Attached to it is a vague shape of a woman. I haven't seen you around here before. Welcome. Whenever you look at her, it feels like she shifts. You can't quite describe her. You probably won't remember me when you wake up, but it's nice to meet you. After sitting in silence for a second, she starts playing again. Let's sing! You know, there was that music box thing. Let's sing. You close your eyes, absently singing along with the flute. Your voice sounds beautiful. Things could not be more perfect. Eventually, before you know it, your eyes are opening. It's dark out. You should be getting home. It's nice out today, so you've decided to have a picnic. After wandering around for some time, you come across a quaint house with a bell. Just as you begin to wonder what the purpose it serves, the bell rings and several children run out and begin to play. A small group of them take notice and subsequently surround you. With the curiosity thoroughly piqued, you have a few ways to proceed. Invite them to join you, curtsy and introduce yourself politely. Yo, what's up? Damn. Your words feel like rocks in your mouth, slowly tumbling out and sounding strange. Your curtsy also ends in disaster, and you lose your balance and fall over. Overwhelmed by embarrassment, you run off and have your picnic in solitude. Over the past few days, you've developed a growing sense of unease, and one particularly gloomy evening, the feeling intensifies. You are in the dying days of autumn, and a chill in the air bites your skin. As you look out in the nearby woods, you feel a strange calling, an invisible force pulling you towards something. It seems you are being summoned. Before you decide if it's a good idea to follow, your body has already made the choice for you. You find yourself uncontrollably walking towards the woods. Sometime later, you find yourself in a dark and unfamiliar grove. You're relieved to see your summoner, none other than the Witch of the Woods. However, your relief is short-lived when you see the cold and serious look on her face as you approach. My daughter, the time is come. Though it was not yours, there is still a debt left unsettled, and I will always find a way to collect payment. It seems she really does intend to make you pay for your parents' debt. After such a long time, you can't imagine what she would require you. It certainly won't be easy. No, we're not going to fight. Take care of a dangerous and unsavory matter. Well, We're pretty dang robust. So I say, yeah, we'll pay this debt. There is one matter you are told that you can deal with for the which in exchange for clearing your debt. One of my daughters has become dangerous, she tells you, as a wandering, mindless monster that has proven to be quite the annoyance. Deal with her for me, and you can consider us even. Something tells you there's a reason she won't describe the specific sort of danger this daughter poses, but only you can accept her terms. While taking a stroll through the center of town, you catch the eye of a curious group of children. One of them has a finger pointed at you and shouts, "Look! A bug! Mushy!" That's pretty rude by all means. What do you even want to do about this? How rude! Point and shout right back at them. Offer the kids some homemade dried mushroom treats. Ignore the children and just keep walking. Or go over and see if they would like to play. Hey kids, want some shrooms? Success! You've seen some of the local shops hand out goodies before, so you're sure no one would get mad at you for doing so too. Thankfully, you always keep some of your homemade treats on hand. They're useful for long hikes or hungry children. At first, the children seem hesitant. He casts a concerned glance to his friends, who seem perhaps a little confused. Eventually, he takes a bite, and his face lights up. He scarfs the rest of the treats down without hesitation, and before you know it, the others all want some too. In the end, you hand out a whole bunch of treats. Seeing people enjoy them gives you a small split sense of pride. You carry that pride with you as you finish up your stroll. While sitting outside near your garden and taking in the fresh air, you hear the caw of a crow, then another, and another. You look to find a larger group of sleek black birds perched in the trees above you. A few are eyeing your garden, while others seem more focused on you. Hey, crows. We cool, right? What, you know? I'll feed you. You don't eat me. You don't eat my shit. Come on, nevermore. Hell yeah, nevermore. You head to your kitchen, scrounging up some nuts and bits of old bread, before returning to the murder outside. Tossing a morsel to the ground, you step back to give the birds some space. A few of the braver ones eventually swoop down and start to peck at the scattered bits of food, others still watching from on high. You sit back down, spending a relaxing afternoon watching them eat. Gained friend of birds! Hell yeah! One day you find yourself considering the thought of dinner. Primarily, you don't feel like preparing it. While you don't need food, as humans call it, you find that its comfort you particularly enjoy indulging in at times. Those times are primarily in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. You've been told humans enjoy their meals in this structure as well. This lack of will, yet interest in flavor, compels you to think. You remember that in the village there's an establishment you have yet to visit, a restaurant run by one of the locals. A meal without having to cook? What a brilliant idea! If you're going to ask a stranger for food, you figured you should try place some human social norms. Perhaps it would be wise for you to blend in more normal today. You decide to don a head wrap and dark-tinted glasses to conceal some of your more abnormal appendages and make your way quickly to the town. Thankfully, you're familiar with the area you're located in. This knowledge helps you get there with utmost haste. When you arrive, you cautiously enter the front door of the establishment. Within, you see a woman nervously pacing. On your entrance, she jumps. "Oh!" she gasps, and quickly straightens herself up. She gives you a thorough look over, as if trying to deduce something about you. Her eyes go from your glasses to your head wrap. Finally, it's as if she has a realization. "How discreet! I understand. Please come this way, madame." Discreet? What a strange thing to be complimented on? But she seems polite enough, so you do what she says. She guides you to a quaint table in the corner of the dining room. The tabletop is decorated with fine silk tablecloth, as well as a small selection of lit candles. You go to pull a chair out from the table, but the woman stops you. "Ah, allow me." She pulls the chair and pushes you back in. Is this what a restaurant is? A servant and a meal? She begins to tell you about the current offerings of the establishment, detailing the many virtues of the chef's hardtack and pork stew. "And don't worry about the price, ma'am. For you, it's on the house." Everything does sound good. For free, and yet so many options. pork stew and a side of hardtack, chanterelle and fiddlehead fern risotto, aerated squirrel liver pate with rustic acorn soil. With a rustic acorn soil. Yo! Give me the squirrel with the soil, bro. It's got that rustic acorn soil? Yeah. Air? Soil? That sounds like nutrients to you. While I really came here seeking a good old-fashioned human meal, the concept of fine dirt prepared by a chef was compelling. You tell the waitress that you'll have the air and dirt. After passing a moment of confusion, she simply lets out an emphatic mm-hmm and departs to take your order to the kitchen. With the waitress gone, a certain silence falls on the room. You are there, alone, at the table. Admittedly, this is a situation you aren't used to. Do humans spend much of their time in such a manner, sitting in a room in someone else's residence, unsure of what they're allowed to do? In any case, the time somehow passes quickly. You can just barely make out the faint sound of cookery in the background, pots clanging and wet squelches. The excitement does have an effect on your appetite. When you finally spot the server coming with a tray in her hand, you can almost hear your non-existent stomach growling. Here you are, ma'am. She sets the tray down, and the aroma slowly reaching you. She reaches out, placing an incredibly small white dish in front of you. Despite an evocative name, the smell is actually not as strong as you had expected. Honestly, you can barely identify the items on the plate. An airy blob of brown, the sprinkling of brown. Regardless, you take the dish and turn it upward, letting the contents fall in your mouth. Delicious! Look at our potency, though. After sufficient time to finish a meal, the server appears, accompanied by a rotund man wearing a chef's smock. The server quietly takes your empty dish as the chef approaches. I wanted to come out and personally thank you for coming by tonight, he speaks. I know you could be at any other establishment in the village right now, but I'm honored that you chose mine. You suppose what he's saying is true, though, a little odd to say. Nevertheless, you appreciate his kind words. I apologize if this is too direct, but could I ask you, did we pass muster? Did you enjoy your meal? You contemplate your question and think about your meal you just ingested. It was truly different from anything you've ever had before. No, we're cool. It was incredible. With honesty, you're able to tell the man that it was one of the best meals you've ever eaten. He squeals with joy, quickly covering his mouth. Oh, thank you. This will be good for business. Please come by any time. He forcibly shakes your hand and leaves in a giddy rush. Finally, with the whole ordeal done, you stand to leave. You were told the meal was free and everyone seems to be gone, so do you suppose that's your cue? As you walk out by the entryway, your shoulder accidentally collides with something. You look over, seeing a strange, hunched woman. She is wearing a pair of dark glasses and a wrap around her head. In her hands, a scrap of parchment paper with writing on it, as if she has some manner of writer. You express a rushed apology and leave the restaurant at once. For some reason, you suspect that perhaps you were able to reap the rewards of a mistaken identity today. And you sure had fun doing it. Hell yeah, free food! Snow begins to fall as you make your way down to an unfamiliar road. The day finally comes for you to settle the matter you agreed to with the witch. Over the past few days, you've heard a rumor that a wandering mushroom creature has been spotted lurking at nearby villages. A mindless daughter of the witch, overcome by the urge to destroy and consume. You've tracked her to the vicinity of a particularly remote village in the region. You get the feeling that successfully slaying the creature will be a minor miracle. Oh, I see. I didn't notice it before, but it actually highlights what... Okay, well, let's ask the people. Let's get some humanity up. Pass. Very good. You take a detour through the nearby village to consult some locals on the matter. You're understandably quite reluctant. They are understandably quite reluctant to trust you, but after some light conversation, you manage to get a few bits of useful information. In particular, a local woodsman seeing her rest and points you in the direction of her lair. The information turns out to be handy, and you find the miserable creature right where you expected. You first notice the buzzing, nearly omnipresent, but clearly originating from her misshapen and corpulent form. Stinging insects fly about, crawling on just about every surface. The wandering sister is pale, lumbering corpse of a mushroom girl. Any reservations you had about destroying her vanish in the horror of the sight before you. Her cap is mottled brown, and large crevice-like holes mar her already inhuman body. Little intermittent clouds of insects convene at various points of her enormous swarm. She takes a lumbering step towards you, and finally managing to suppress your fear for a moment, you devise an approach. Try to talk to her. This uses humanity. Rush the creature. This uses mycelium. What does this use? Dampness. Maintain distance. I accidentally did rush. Fail. You charge forward, attempting to overrun the murmuring monstrosity. An inopportune misstep, a fumble, and you lead and strike a strike from the defending creature, all conspire against your gambit, leaving you vulnerable. Directly lying at his feet, you desperately consider your options. I guess we have to slay. Sorry, bro. We pass. You power through your swarm of humming insects, and your knife hits home, dead center. Pivoting your momentum, you slash upward, cutting clean through the head of the miserable creature. A cloud of soaring parasite dissipate as she hits the ground, and finally she lays still. Heavily panting, you stand over the corpse that was once one of your sisters. The clouds of insects dissipate, having lost whatever it was that compelled them to swarm and defend so viciously. Despite your countless bug bites, you have triumphed. You feel an unpleasant gloom lift, and know you are no longer beholden to the witch. You spend the rest of the evening making camp and burying your sister. You hold a private little service for yourself and the insect of the woods. As you grow older, you look back over your life. You think back to the witch who created you, and can't help but wonder if everything met her expectations. You wonder if you were the daughter your parent had hoped for. Ending after all this time. Oh, okay. I guess we got an ending. We get an ending in a demo. That's pretty cool. Thanks. Yeah, I did. I have completed the first run. Wow, there's 30 endings. Okay. We've got plenty of this demo to keep you busy farming for a while, but I thought, okay. Excited to be working on a new system of minigames for you to play between sessions. Each grown daughter earns you spores, which can be used to purchase mushroomy gardening supplies. Ooh, nice. What you grow in your garden can help shape future daughters, allowing players a little more control over her outcome. Okay. Not in the gardening mood, then your hard-earned spores can instead be gambled away. Ooh, Gamba! Gamba! For rare goodies. How mysterious. Don't you want to know what you'll get? We're also hard to work at writing. Yeah. The full game will have double the word count and double the amount of story content, including an expanded overarching plot. Ooh. Delve into a dungeon, found a town bustling with fungal life, or maybe even destroying the Witch of the Woods for good, if you want. Not to mention never before seen mushroom girls. Let's go. One on the left here. I like her. A cavalcade of new music, even some. Okay. Release the full game by winter 2024. So keep that in mind if you're interested. Going to be buffing the core gameplay loop. Oh, so you can't bring your demo progress, unfortunately. But you will get a bonus. That's good. Okay. That was good. Honestly, I think that, yeah, this is a pretty cool little game. I don't think we need to, go through another path with a whole different daughter. But yeah, this was yeah. I think this I might even wish list this because I kind of like this little story that you go on as a mushroom girl. So we're what 50 minutes into stream. Let me think. Well, let me just quit this first. And let's figure out what we can do. Oh. Don't mind that. Well, I guess we can just do like a quick little Marvel 3 run, for the lulz. So let's just change things up. Set the category to Marvel 3. Change the title. Okay, set that to done. Open the game. I think I also need to put sound up, because what I do with Marvel
Capcom presents Marvel
is I turn off the music and use my own music, because I've played 1,000 hours in this game. So, at this point I don't need to listen to the music over and over again. Okay. So, game capture, Ultimate Marvel, so we should be, oh geez, hold on. Okay, there we go. It's working. So, yeah, let's just do a little quickie arcade mode. For the lulz. Normal. We'll random off. Sea Viper, Thor, Hagar. Pretty decent team. I can work with this. Hagar and Thor will be doing a lot of command grabs. Okay. Let's go. Ouch. Gotta love them canceled on Sea Viper. They made FADC one of her core mechanics. It's really interesting, but she doesn't have to do... Oh. Didn't expect to her to actually hit there. Okay. Thor. Oh yeah, Shenko barely have any health left. Ow, ow. Mystic Sword. Let's see Viper's assist. Okay, it's that. Okay. Okay. You should kill. Down. Okay. Then we do this. Okay. Yeah, wrestling's awesome. Yeah. Okay. Zoning. Let's bring the hag up. Oh, nice friend. What? You're a little slow on that command grab. Okay. Frank, why would you do that? The assists are not really working for me. Okay, this should work. This should kill. There we go. Okay. Oh, Nemi. Poor Nemi. Why would you do that, Nemi? But you know, computer. Computer does questionable things from time to time. Alright, tentacle monster, let's go. Shuma. Grab. Ow. Oh, gee. Cancelled over there. Fuck. Messed up the input. Okay. This is fine. Okay. Didn't mean to do the short you. Okay, come on, he's just got a pixel, there we go. Hit him with the wake up grab, command grab.
Get ready for the fight of your life. It's do or die. Fight! First attack. Air combo.
I grab him again. Oh, he hit me with his command grab, come on. Oh, come on, man. Okay, we're cooking. Damn it. Ow. Oh dear. This should kill me. Ow, ow, ow. Fuck. Okay, Thor. Haha. Mighty Thunder. How about another one? Oh dear. Okay. Mighty Hurricane. Well, that was unfortunate for you, Cap. Ow. Oh dear. Okay, we need a miracle. Uh-oh. Oh, she's out of X Factor, so that's good. Okay, I think we got it. Yeah. Full combo, level 3, X Factor, yeah, that's just death.
Get ready for the fight
Okay.
of your life. It's do or die.
Big man and 2 little men. Okay. Gotcha, bitch. Fuck. Oh, that works. Oh, jeez. That's good enough. Fuck. Okay, my hurricane. Fuck. Okay. We good, we good, we good. Kill? Yes. Fuck. Okay, that's good. No grab, nope. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. That was unfortunate. Fuck, oh, please. Alright, Rocket. You were playing this game, huh? Okay. We got him. He chose to finally get hit.
Get ready for the fight of your life.
Oh, Phoenix. We're lucky we can get a quick first kill here. What? This is the opposite of lucky, and she's already out. What? Curse you, Sea Viper, and your stubby moments. Uh-oh. Dead. Okay, we need to even the odds here real quick. Shit. Up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. All right. Oh, Phoenix, that was quite the bad time to come in. Ow, ow, ow. And dead. Phoenix on her lowest health. Okay. And that's it. good old command grab. He is still number 1.
The power cosmic itself.
Hey, Galactus.
The battle for Earth. Get ready to brawl. Fight!
Okay, Silver Wesker.
Advancing guard. First attack.
Ow. Ow.
Crossover assist. Air combo. Advancing guard. Air combo.
Okay. That's good. Got both of them. Alright. Let's see if we can do this. I mean, we can. It's Galactus is easy. I don't know why I was saying that.
Feel my wrath.
Feel your wrath, yeah. Come on.
Level 3. Advancing guard.
Uh-huh. Ouch. Oh, that's fine. Knee hit, knee hit, knee hit. Fly, and then into super, into this super, into this super. Block, block, block. And we hit him with the pipe to finish. Yay! Yay! Will you though? He won't. He never does. I don't get that line. Squash me like the bug I am, dude, you're dead already. Well, if it isn't Captain America and Chris Redfield, what brings you two here today? Just checking up on you, Mike. With all that happening with Galactus and now with your political career taken off, we just got worried. The responsibilities of this office are huge, and there's no end to the work ahead of you. We hope you're not running yourself ragged. Thanks for concern, but don't worry. An entertainer like me doesn't get tired. What do you mean? I'm a simple man, boy. I just need the people's support, and I can do anything. Pro wrestling, politics, taking down that hunk of garbage Galactus, it's all the same to me. If the people are happy, then I'm happy, and that's all I need. Haha, I see. You may be brawny, but you have a heart of gold, sir. No kidding. We definitely elected the right man to become the president of this fine country. Dude, Hagar for president. He'd be billions of times better than the shit than the shit that America has right now. Just bring Hagar from the video games into real life, and America will be better. But we're not gonna talk more about that shit. Just to say, just you know, Hagar should be president. Any day, any time.
Thank
Okay.
you for playing.
Thank me for playing. Thank you. Let's go pick up a Heroes and Heralds card. Why not? Cyber Blue! Nice. Oh yeah, and the results from the latest campaign? 50-50, of course. I always put on like one of the teams because I get the win, so I get this silver skin. They're ugly, but I want all of them. But yeah, I think that about does it. Oop. There we go. Okay, so yeah, good stream. We played a fun little demo and some Marvel. So I'm pretty satisfied. So I guess without much else to say, thank you if you did see this at all. And if you didn't, oh well. Hopefully you'll see this next time. So, yeah. Bye-bye.